Hey guys, I'm going to warn you now, this video is going to be all about, well, it's going to be all talking, okay? So if you don't want to watch me talk for 4 or 5 minutes, then stop watching, okay? Because that's what it's going to be. But it's important. So, I'm seriously thinking about selling the Commodore, right? Selling the Commodore. And there's a lot of reasons to that. It's not a very good tow car, which obviously, as you can see right here, this is my drift car, and you know, when I'm drifting, it'll easily tow. I mean, it'll tow that car and the trailer, but it struggles a little bit. And I'd like to obviously get a better drift car at some stage. And so if I'm going to get a better one, it's a good chance it might be slightly heavier. And the Commodore, I don't want to put it through it. So I'm thinking about getting a four-wheel drive. Now, as far as four-wheel drives go, I'd probably be getting one of these, which is a Holden Jackaroo. I'd probably be getting around a 2000 model, so similar age car to mine. You know, they've still got airbags and all that crap, and cruise control, whatever. And they seem to actually be quite good off-road. They come in a 3.5 litre petrol and a 3 litre diesel, turbo diesel. I'm going to get the petrol version because I still want some power. I don't care if the diesel's supposedly better. I don't care. I'm not going to go off-roading. I just want it as my daily drive. I want a petrol. I want power. Okay. As far as torque goes, the diesel's got a little more, but it's really only 20 newton meters. It's not a lot, so I'd probably get the petrol version. Now that comes to another point of base. Well, look at this. EXO Contralto. Not his car anymore, but that's what he had. A big van four-wheel drive, and now he's got a big four-wheel drive, big Ford. Twisted Child 420. He's using a four-wheel drive. And Steve Meady using a four-wheel drive. All the biggest base heads, there's obviously heaps more using. Everyone's with massive systems who's using four-wheel drives. So, four-wheel drive. Now, the plan for the Jackaroo would be probably in 3 stages. At first, I just use the subs and box and everything I got now when I first buy it. Just simple, obviously. And second stage would be a half wall, which would mean I'd have 5 seats still, but wall the back. And just have subs in the back there. Either probably keep the same 412s, but wall them in a better box, you know what I mean? Or I could obviously go and get something different, and then third stage would be to wall the actual proper wall in the middle and have no back seats and anything. So I could do a lot more with this car as far as base goes. I could do real walls, and we can get loud. I can do what I want. So the Jackaroo would be a good starting point. I'll get one with a bull bar and a tow car. My whole thing is that I've got a car right now that it can tow. It's okay for base, and as far as driving goes, I mean, yeah, it handles okay, and it's it's nice to drive and whatever, but it ain't fun like the Corona or like the HSV Club Sport we had, which is I learnt on a V8, so going down to a 6, it's no fun. Not that a four-wheel drive would be any better, but no fun's no fun. So why not get a car that'll be better for base, better for towing, and okay, it'll be crap for driving, but I can still have fun off-road. I can go driving around and chase a Pajero. So there's a very good chance I'm going to end up selling the Commodore in the next few months probably, and buying one of these. I'll still obviously be buying the 4-channel amp and the speakers I'm going to buy, but I might install them in the Commodore or not. I might end up just putting them into this, and I don't know what color I get or whatever. It's obviously going to be a real car, it'll be a manual. So I'll get a manual Holden Jackaroo, which is really an Isuzu, but they're actually not too bad a car. Everyone says they're okay. The diesels have problems with their fuel injectors, which are really expensive when you have to replace them. So I want a petrol anyway. I'm not a fan of sluggish diesels. I've drove that Pajero, and not what I like. I like power there, so I don't care. I'll end up getting the petrol. So, except for the petrol, the diesel's got a scoop in the bonnet, which is cool. But yeah, anyway, so I'll probably end up putting some 24s on it as well. So I'm not going to be turning into a mud car. It's going to be a base car, cruiser, tow car. And then with the money left over from the Commodore, because the 4-wheel drives are only going to cost me around 7 grand, should be able to get a good 9 grand from my Commodore. I'll probably end up saving up and selling the Corona plus that extra money and buying myself a better drift car, like an S13 or something that's already set up that'll really keep up with the competition. So That might be happening soon. So I will see what happens. You know, I haven't made up my mind completely. What do you think, guys? You know what I mean? Probably not looking at any other models of car. I do want a Jackaroo, just so I've got a Holden. I've looked at the Fords, the Explorers. They don't seem to be very good. They don't seem to hold their value either. And just overall cars, I think I'll get a Jackaroo. As far as towing, 2.5 ton, which is not too bad. The Pajero that my mate's got, turbo diesel, that's only 2.3, so it can tow what it can. It's a decent tow car. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm just telling you guys. I'm probably going to end up getting a Jackaroo, and we'll be able to go big with base. It'll be way better for towing and whatever. So might end up getting rid of the Commodore and getting that. So big difference in styles of car is for me. You know, I like to drift, but I can't drift the Commodore really anyway. It's just not with that, you know, stock diff and whatever. It's just, I don't know, it's too heavy in the back. You know, it's no fun to drift, so why not just get a car that's going to be no fun. So anyway, that might be happening. Tell me what you think about that, about getting a Jackaroo, and we'll get some systems going. When I go to that third stage of building, I'll probably end up going with 8 12s or maybe 4 18s. So, and something big. The only reason I'd go up to 12s is just obviously I've already got 4 of them, which would make it cheaper, but you know, I'll probably end up going the 18s. So 4, I don't know what 18s, might be only RE audio ones, there might be some meaty 18s. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And I think that's about it for the video, but you know, everyone else is using forward drives that's doing anything good with base, and you know, forward drive is obviously the way to go for towing, so I'm probably only going to get a forward drive. That's about it. Who wants to buy my Commodore?